At Reunion Tower, as we look downtown, we have just some high, thin clouds out there right now, but it has been a fairly sunny day. And as you look over the Hyatt right there, kind of that right side of your screen, you can see the flag blowing off to the right. You know, we have a breezy south wind. Again, that's why we have the wind advisory in place, because the winds are out of the south around 15, maybe up to 25, closing in on 30, maybe 35 miles per hour. That's our Reunion Tower cam. And then we have our Clyde Warren Park camera. Pretty much the same deal. As I look at these trees down here, a lot of times I can see things really blowing around. I don't see that today, but nonetheless, we do have some high, thin clouds, and we have lots of sunshine in place across the area. Fort Worth's pretty much the same deal. Camera's not really bouncing a whole lot, so winds, 15 to 30 miles an hour across the area. High, thin clouds in place, but lots of sunshine right now. And our Fair Park camera pointed at the city of Dallas. You can see it bouncing a little bit. This one's up a little bit higher on the pole, and so maybe just a tad bit windier the higher up you go, of course, into the atmosphere. But we are looking at just some high, thin clouds there in Fair Park as well. So as we head through this evening, it's the wind and the dry conditions and the winds for the next couple of hours. As I mentioned, the wind advisory does expire at 6 o'clock, so about 45 minutes from now, but a fire danger is in place across almost all of North Texas, certainly the northern half or so of North Texas. And that's due to the breezy, windy weather, the low humidity, 20 to 30%, the dry vegetation that's in place. We did have that rain. Not last Saturday, the Saturday before, we had, I think it was 1 1/3 inches at DFW, but prior to that, the last time we had an inch of rain or more was November 24th. That was the Monday before Thanksgiving when we picked up 1.03. So we still have dry conditions in place. It had been 3 months. Almost 3 months from one rain event to the next, and maybe a little bit of rain in our forecast as we head through next week. But for the rest of this week, it is going to be dry, and it will certainly be on the warm side, 70s and 80s for the rest of this week, and no rain. I have 0 rain in my forecast this week. So an elevated fire risk as we head through the evening hours, and then as we move into the day tomorrow, it's mainly from right along the I-35 corridor, Dallas, Fort Worth, and then locations off to the west. It's the same deal. Now, my winds tomorrow are much lighter than today. So today, 25 to 35 mile an hour winds. Tomorrow, 10, maybe 20 mile an hour winds. But the vegetation is still dry because no rain, right? And then the low humidity still in place as well. And then on Thursday, that elevated fire danger backs up a little bit to the west, maybe 30 miles to the west. So it shifts just a little bit. Winds pretty much still the same. 10 to 15, maybe up to 20 miles an hour. Humidity level stays low, 20 to maybe up to 30% humidity. Dry vegetation, that's not going to change until we get some rain. And so with all of that said, my forecast for tonight, mostly clear, a dry, chilly night tonight, a breezy night tonight, but not a real windy night like it was last night. And again, last night wasn't that big of a wind situation for us because we've had some really windy conditions around here historically, but last night it was 20 to 30, maybe up to 35 miles an hour. But 56 is the low tonight. Then into the day tomorrow, I have a south wind tomorrow, 10 to 20. So a dry day, warmer than what we had today. We had highs today, the middle to upper 70s across the area. A mostly sunny day tomorrow. Once again, a light breeze, but we hit 84 tomorrow. Now, here's the next 14 days. I'm going 79 on Thursday, 76 on Friday. Then we jump back up into the lower 80s on Saturday. So that's the last day of February, February 28th. Sunday, 76 degrees the high. And then Monday of next week, 75. Then Tuesday of next week, of course, is Election Day. That's Tuesday, March 3rd. So I have dry weather for the first 7 days of this 14-day forecast. And then as you look at the final 7 of the 14 days, I bring a little bit of rain back into the forecast. And I'm going to be really candid with you. After all of these years of you watching me and us talking about weather together, the models are in complete disagreement from a rainfall standpoint next week. Some of them have a little bit higher coverage than others. There's still some uncertainty, but one thing is for sure, we do have the potential for some rain next week. We have no rain in the forecast this week, but the weather pattern starts to shift next week just enough that we'll have some scattered showers across the area. Now, I'm hoping the rainfall totals and the rainfall coverage amounts increase Hopefully they do, and we get a nice soaking rain a day or two next week. But as of right now, it's just some spotty light rain. I have a 10% chance on Wednesday, 10% chance on Friday, same thing on Saturday. And then Monday, March 9th, I have another low chance. So 4 times next week, we do have a chance of rain. Now remember, Tuesday is election day. Right now, partly to mostly sunny, dry, 73 the high. There's that chance of rain Wednesday, 71, 72 on Thursday with clouds, mostly cloudy Friday, 10% chance, and 73. And then Saturday, mostly cloudy, a 10% chance at 75. Saturday night, technically Sunday morning at 2 a.m. That's when daylight saving time begins and standard time ends. So set your clocks forward, spring forward 1 hour. It's the first Sunday in March, and daylight saving time does begin. Don't forget to change the batteries in your smoke detectors, your carbon monoxide detectors. Always a good choice to also change your air filters. So do that too, because as we head into spring, you want to start with a clean, fresh air filter.